Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Justin. Welcome back to a deep dungeon dive video. What we're going to do from start to finish is I'm going to show you the entire dungeon, what you should be doing. This is from a tank's perspective, but this goes for healers and DPS too as well. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you the route, I'm going to show you the boss mechanics, I'm going to show you the do's and don'ts, and hopefully you'll have an easier time doing dungeon when you queue for it or you do your first run. You know what I mean? This is a solo perspective, you know. I am level 100 GMB for time's sake, so I can just kind of show you guys and bam bam. So when you start the DarkHold, now this is like the RM Veil. These are two optional dungeons in Run Reborn that you're going to want to do for your grand company, and just in general, it's always good to do all your dungeons, okay? Now, head down here. You know what I mean? This is pretty, remember, if you ever get lost, just open the map, you know? Very, very good tool. The map is great. These guys, I like to just kind of aggro them. There's no reason to stop right now, you know? Get those big pulls in. Now, what you want to notice here is this light. You're gonna want to stay in these lights, especially if you're a tank. If you're outside the light, it's very bad, because there is a very evil eye right there, the all-seeing eye, that does a massive AoE blast. You don't want to be outside the light when he does that massive AoE blast. Let's clean this up. Now, people don't really go back here, but you know, back here there is nothing but enemy. I would not go that way. I would just kind of stick to the route going this way. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. Now, what you're seeing in front of you, that blue symbol, is actually an optional area to get loot. So most people, when they're running like in like a roulette, they're not really going to be trying to do that. You know what I mean? So what I do is we pull some aggro. We're going to head immediately to the light. Okay. Get them nice in the light. And it's the same program, guys. Same program. Knock them out, cut them down. Alright. Now, since this is a deep dungeon video, I do want to show you guys all dungeons. So, what you will do for this part is have the healer preparing some kind of regen, because you might get hit with the AoE if the eye's here. But you're just going to stand in here, and eventually that door should open. I actually don't know, because I'm by myself, but we'll see.
2 hours later.
Oh, it does. So it takes a very long fucking time to open. I'm not happy about that. You shouldn't be either. But if you come in here, just take care of these guys. Easy. Free treasure. But that's the only thing you're getting out of waiting that long. And the eye can come back and do massive damage, so people don't really care about that. But that's something to consider if you want some loot. Alright, so after that, you're going to head down here. Then again, just follow your map. You know, now this room is very dangerous. Okay? People die a lot in this room. Now, what you want to do, okay, is you're going to want to head to that light immediately. I mean, like, I'm talking real quick. So just run, get your aggro. You know, if you want to draw these guys, that's cool. But just head to the light as soon as possible. Make sure you're actually in the light too. If you're like on the outskirts of the light, like right here, that's not good. Like, be in the purple light. Alright, then just take care of business. You know, wada bing, wada boom. Right there, you're immune to that because you're in the light. You want to take care of him. And then same thing here, you know. You're just going to want to stand inside this platform until it counts down. And honestly, this is why the dungeon's kind of annoying. A lot of it is just standing inside these devices in the lights until you know, they just finish counting down. You know? So that one's done. Yeah, when we're here, gonna take him out. Same thing here, just stand in this light again, because you gotta do both of them. So that's when you're gonna take damage. I mean, nothing you can do about this. The healer has to heal through it. Yeah, that's all you can do is have the healer heal through it, you know? So yeah, in case you're wondering, oh, how come you can't just kill him? Well, he's immune. He's like invincible. You know, he's a bitch. So you can't just attack him. You know what I mean? So now you're making way to the Grand Hall, and this is when the eye comes into play. You see it coming right now. He won't attack you right now. But for this particular fight, what you're going to want to do is already stand right here in the light. And I'll zoom out so you can see. Stand right here in the light. And here he comes. Now when he's in the light, you can attack him. But notice, when he's outside the light, he turns green. He's invincible. So you have to put him inside the light. And you can see that nice little difference of color. He's dead. Now, typically what would happen, but for time's sake, we'll just kill him. But this light will eventually run out. And what you will do is you would run to the next light. So that's the key to the fight. You'll start here, and once the light dies, just keep running to each different light and keep fighting them like normal. Some ads will spawn, aggro the ads, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward once you understand. The key thing to that fight is making sure that you run to every light that you can after it burns out. Now this is another part that is very dangerous that I want to talk about. You're going to want to avoid that. A lot of people die on this cliff. The reason why they die is because they actually fall to their death. Yes, you can fall to your death, I believe, because of this guy right here is a problem. So there's a couple ways to handle this. You can just pull the entire thing, which it's possible, but it's not always recommended, especially if you don't know like who you're playing with. You could easily die. So what I like to do is just, you know, you got posts. Well, you want to pull these two, take care of them first, and then I'll go over here and then take care of these guys. You know what I mean? So now you can pull all these guys, and this is a pretty big pull in of itself. So what I like to do is kind of take it back here. You know, do your thing. You know what tanks do, mitigation, all that fun stuff, and then just take care of business. And that's a very doable pull, but say I, you know, took the entire mob into this over here, that could have been death, because those frogs do a move that they jump and splash AoE and can knock you right off this cliff. And it's just smart to kind of take it at least slow in the beginning and then get the rest of the mob later, in my opinion. That's what I would do to save yourself from a wipe, you know? Now this part, you see those red crystals? They have like these weird AoEs that you're not going to want to stand in. So yeah, what you want to do is just kind of get the aggro. And make sure you run past those two AoEs. And just keep going. This pool is manageable. So you can get these guys. And then what I like to do is just take them right to the wall. And then you're going to do your typical stuff, you know what I mean? With your team, you're going to take care of business. You know what I mean? Take care of business. Okay, so you took care of business. That's a decent mob to handle, not very difficult. Now we come over here. We made it to our next boss. This boss is kind of weird, but very easy. Here in the feasting hall, so you're gonna think, oh, like what's happening? So he's coming right there. He's just kind of slow. So he's gonna jump down. Now, I'm not going to murder him like the last boss, so I can show you guys something. But, yeah, you do AoE blast right there. Make sure you dodge that. But eventually, you're going to get like random AoEs from this guy up here that you have to dodge, see? So you'll be kind of dodging around as they toss like little boulders at you from above. I really don't want to kill him. And that's pretty much it. I wish I could tell you more about this boss, but he's pretty straightforward. You know, when there's a full team here, they'll be throwing more AoEs at you from above. Other than that, just kind of take them like usual, or watch out for the people up top. And that's it. That's very straightforward, boss. Very straightforward stuff. You know, tank them, dodge AoEs. You know, or watch it from above. So this part is not really tricky, but it can be kind of annoying. So what I like to do is either come over here, draw this mob. I personally like to kill the Hell's Bound warriors too, because they're annoying. So we'll handle this right here. Be careful, because it is a dangerous pool when you're actually at the level. So then now that you cleared this one, some people like to go clear that up there, but personally I just have someone stand right here, and it's the same thing. You're just going to be counting down again. You will have to take that hit. It does hurt, but you'll get healed, you know, through it. So it's not too crazy. It goes much faster when there's more people on the platform. So yeah, so once that completes, you come over here, and then in case you didn't kill these guys already, just go ahead and take them out. And it's the same deal here. You're just gonna stand here. I know. A lot of standing around this dungeon. And that's pretty much it. This is a pretty simple room. I have seen people die in this room before. That's typically because they weren't prepared for like the huge pool that it had, and that's pretty much it. Because there's kind of a slightly big pool, you know, with those skeleton warriors. So now we're getting to an end of the dungeon here. This is pretty standard stuff. This, I like to personally get the aggro from these guys, and then kind of like run straight through those crystals. Keep running, because you don't want to fight by those crystals. And then maybe like around like right here, take care of business. All right, so you take care of business. Now you're at the boss. This boss doesn't have too much crazy mechanics, but there is some stuff to watch out for. So start the fight. I personally like to keep him, you know, over here if I'm tanking. That's good, because he has very large like cleave attacks that you don't want your healer DPS to be like right in front of him. That attack right there does a lot of damage. Okay. All right. So here's a mechanic. So that purple line will go to a corrupted crystal. As you can see, our boy here is invincible, right? Yes, he is invulnerable. I'm level 100, and no matter what I do, I cannot kill this guy, because you have to go attack this crystal first. So go ahead and take care of the crystal. He will lose his invisibility, and then it's kind of the same thing. Kind of pull him over here, make sure he's not facing your healers. You know. He will do another mechanic. It's the same mechanic. The purple line will go to the crystal. Also, he chooses a victim. What that means is that like he's just specifically targeting one person with AoE attack. So kind of watch out for that. Now, whenever he loses his fury, you're gonna want to like not stand inside these purple patches right here. So make sure you kind of lead him away from that. Yeah, so avoid the purple. After that, that's pretty much it. He's pretty much a goner. Get your loot. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a deep dive to the DarkHold dungeon. It's not too bad, you know what I mean? I think it's a couple of hard parts in there, but as long as you stay in the lights, you take your time, you don't go crazy on the pools, you know, in certain parts like I explained, and it should be a relatively easy run. So without further ado, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it helps somebody out there that's playing FF14. If you're a new player, hell, even if you're a veteran player and need a refresher, and you happen to come upon this video, I hope I helped you out. And yeah, I mean, if you want to show engagement to the video, any sort of engagement helps me out a lot. And if you want to see another video, well, just click on the screen and maybe you can check out some other cool content I make. And it's been your boy Justin, and I will see you later. Peace.